there everybody, Sam'sTrains here, welcome back to the Railway, and yes, it's the final episode of my first streaming series, and of course that also makes it the Christmas special episode, thus the very interesting outfit, I'm sure you'll agree. I'm not sure how long this hat is going to last today because it's probably going to get quite hot under this hat. And it's quite annoying as well, as you can see. So I don't know how long it's going to last for, but I'll sure try and keep it on for as long as I can. So the first thing I want to do is make sure the audio is synced, because we've not heard anything about this recently. So let's see. Yep, seems to be synced. Okay, that's good news. So, yep, special Christmas episode today. I've planned quite a gentle session just so that we can talk and have some fun running some trains, and I'm not sort of stuck to a schedule because I think that's the nicest way to do these live streams. So, hello to everybody. There's been a whole load of people in the chats, and I know I'm going to get some stick about this hat. So don't worry about it, you know, it's a strange hat and it will disappear at some point during the stream, sure enough. But yeah, it's been a fun week for me. As you can see, we've got some new lighting on in the background, and that's some floodlights I've just put in. They're only supposed to sort of shine on the scenic section, but already you can see it shining on my face a little bit. They're very, very bright. I was very close to wearing sunglasses for this stream, but I'm not doing. So if I seem to get a little dazed at points, that's probably why, because I've got 4 floodlights now all around the room. And yeah, that's one of my improvements for next year. I've started early. Anyway, like I always do, I'm going to start off with a quick thank you to all of last week's super chats. So here they are. So it was Cooper Green, Andrew Keeley, Hitman Delta Games, Jake Darling, and UFG2036. Thank you all to you guys for your requests and super chats. I managed to get all of the requests done last week except for one, so I'll show you what that one is. And it is down at the front here now. UFG2036 asked to see Emily pulling some ocean wagons with Rosie as a banker. Now, you might notice that there's a slight issue with that because Rosie is at the front, not at the back. And the reason I've had to do that is because Rosie is much, much faster than Emily is. And so putting Emily at the front with Rosie pushing her up the bottom, so to speak, meant that the wagons were derailing and it wasn't all that much fun. So I'm going to get this started now. I am sorry to have to have put Rosie at the front, but that's the way I've had to do it, and I couldn't have done it otherwise because the wagons kept coming off. So I've put a relatively small train of ocean wagons on there because, of course, as you know, they can't pull an awful lot. So let's get this going, and I did flash this camera on just before the intro video. I don't know if anybody noticed, I bet somebody did, because I wanted to double check that this camera was working properly and it wasn't green. And it seemed to be okay. As you can see, we've got a little bit better lighting going on now. Oh, look at the shadow from the wind turbine, that's pretty cool. So anyway, thank you UFG2036 for this fantastic idea. We've got the Mobius camera working this time, and look, the floodlights seem to light the back of the bookcase really well as well. I don't know how, because they're flush with the wall, but yeah, somehow it does work. So that's good, I'm happy about that. So I think the 2 girls from Thomas are going to just do 1 lap of honour. And as you can see, we've got some Christmas trains already set up, ready to run today, so that should be good. And there's lots of surprises on the way for you today. It's quite a special episode. Yeah, I hope it will be anyway. I guess you guys will be the judge of that. But there they go then, Emily and Rosie. Rosie probably in real life, well, if this was in real life, would end up at the back because they normally put a smaller engine at the back, don't they? I'm not 100% sure on that. But that's what I understood anyway. So time to stop these then. Let's bring them to a little bit of a break. I might as well stop them in shot for you. About there should do it. Can I get Emily in as well? Maybe. Kind of. Is she in there? Well, I think the front of her running board is just in shot. Yeah, that's not too bad. So there we go. Thank you very, very much for that request. Yes, it's not too often that I get Thomas and Friends requests, so that's very cool. Okay, so I wanted to do a little bit of a shout out for my super chats because of course you guys have been supporting me the whole way with this. So if you'd like to send a super chat, it's the tiny little $sign in that, oh yes it is on that side, so I got it right today. Basically that allows you to donate money to the channel if you want to. I'm not asking anybody to, but if you want to, you know, if you want to know a way to support the channel, then that's the way to do it. And those of you that have, obviously you didn't have to, but thank you so much for doing that. You really are keeping me in business, keeping me doing what I love to do. And so that's great. And if you donate £5 or more, of course, then you get to have your very own request. And I'm still doing that today, but though, of course, bear in mind that this is the very final episode, so if you're a little bit too close to the end, it might be that I don't get a chance to do it. So if you've got an idea for a request, do it sooner rather than later, and then I won't miss it. So thank you very much. Before I forget, you won't just be sending in super chats for your requests to be shown today, because everybody that sends a super chat today will be entered in for a prize, and it's this is the prize. It's only a little prize, but it's this photo of Bulman the Christmas cow as seen in my Christmas special, and look, it's even been signed. Now you might think, hang on, this is a little bit big-headed, is he giving out signed photos now? Well, it's not actually been signed by me, it's been signed by someone special, and I took a very short video of what happened during the signing. So here it is, here's what happened. Okay, Bulman, how are we going to do this? Now, I'm going to have to help you because, well, it's quite a big pen, isn't it? Right, it's got to be legible as well. We've got to be able to see what it says. So, have you got the pen? Yeah, you got the pen. Alright, Bulman. Here we go. You need a B. That's it. You get it. And underline it too. That's it. Well done, Bulman. That's your first ever signature. There you go, so that's what happened. Bulman himself signed it, and that's the first time he's ever done something like that. So if you want to win this beautiful framed photo of Bulman, it's going to be open to anybody who sends a super chat today, and I'm going to do a draw at the end of today's episode, or towards the end, and we'll find out who the winner is. So yes, it's absolutely free. All you have to do is send a super chat, and you might win this beautiful framed photo of Bulman. So that's very, well, I hope it's cool. I hope you guys like that, and I thought I'd do that because it's a special occasion today. Anyway, speaking of Bulman, thank you all for your support on the Christmas special. If you've not seen the Christmas special already, you can feel free to check it out. It's all about Bulman and the Christmas train, and of course the ugly tank engine, who was a big star of it today. And you all seem to like it, so thank you all for the support. I thought I would do a little bit of a discussion on that though, because there's kind of a hidden message in the story, which I thought some people might pick up on. Maybe some people did, and they didn't want to be nasty. But yes, there are hidden messages, in fact, in most of my stories that I've done. I won't tell you all of them, but I will talk a little bit about the one in the ugly tank engine. So if you remember, all the villagers in the ugly tank engine hated this particular tank engine because it wasn't very good looking, and it wasn't it didn't look like a steam train was supposed to, and it didn't work properly and all that. But then, of course, when they found out that it was this tank engine that would be delivering their presents, they all changed their mind and welcomed him in, and that's the reason that he was accepted. So I don't know if that's a happy ending or not. You guys will have to decide. But if it was only because he was delivering their presents, I don't know whether that's a happy ending. Anyway, I thought I would make it a little controversial and put an interesting message in there. Whether you got that or not, I don't know. But anyway, I thought that would be cool. So I thought we would have a little bit of a chat on here before I get started. Oh, in fact, no, there's something else I've got to do. Oh, no, on the subject of the ugly tank engine. So, of course, that video went up on Saturday, and the stars of that video are here today. So let me show them to you. And I'm going to be giving away one of my big trade secrets right now. So let me get the right camera turned on. Here we are, we're at the church. So Lord Westwood is there already. He's a Great Western 460, and he's normally the star of my Christmas train videos, although he didn't star in it this time, unfortunately. We had the ugly tank engine instead. And speaking of the devil, here is the ugly tank engine about to come in now with the Christmas train. There he goes, and he's going to be doing some running today. As you can see in the shot now, he's got the presents, as you can tell. So we've got him, he's going to be doing some running. And then also on the inside line, we've got the star of the show himself, and this is definitely one of my trade secrets. It's Bulman, and this is basically how Bulman ran in the show, or in the episode, whatever you want to call it. Where is he? There he is. That's how it works. He's always got a helper. Now, in the video episodes I do, he doesn't normally get a small tank engine. He normally gets a big diesel or something pulling him along. But I thought for tonight, just in case anything goes wrong, it would be better to have a lighter tank engine that won't, pull the string too hard and break it if something goes wrong. So there we go. That is how Bulman works. Where is he? There he is, bless him. And he's still got his red nose. Now, the ugly tank engine isn't sounding too healthy, actually. I don't know if you'll hear it, but there's a bit of squeaking coming from him. I have oiled him, so I don't know if he's just giving up the ghost or not. but he's certainly not sounding too healthy. So I suppose he sounds just as good as he looks now, but he did a good job. He did his Christmas special, so no matter what happens, I think he'll be happy with that. But there we go, that is how Bulman works, and I'm calling this train the Bulman Pullman. There you go. Try and say that 20 times faster. Bulman, Pullman, Bulman, Pullman. Blimey, that is difficult. Right, I've just seen Stuart Barnard send a super chat. He's put, "Afternoon, mate. Hope all is well." Thank you very much, Stuart. Thank you for sending that super chat. You're the only one to do it so far, so if nobody else does, you will definitely be winning the Bulman frame. So no pressure to anybody. No, I would never, I would never suggest that anyone has to donate or anything like that, because obviously I know. Most people don't have any disposable income to spare, but people have been asking me for a way to donate to keep the channel going, so if that's something you want to do, then feel free to, and that would be very, very kind of you. But obviously, please don't feel you have to, and if you don't, I will still be eternally grateful to you for just supporting me by watching. We have Andrew Keeley, congratulations to more in 2018. Thank you, Andrew. The Ugly Duckman, hi Sam, remember I was asking about the GW rail car with the box fan earlier this week. Here's a fiver as promised, Duckman. Okay, yes, I'll absolutely do that for you later on. Okay, let's stop the Steam team, as it were. Oh, Bulman stopped himself. What on earth? That was really weird. I literally just thought, oh, damn, he's gone past the front. I'm not going to be able to stop him now. And he stopped on his own. That is terrifying. I wonder why it stopped. Did this engine just cut out on the express point? Yeah. Woo, that's spooky. It's supposed to be Christmas episode, not the Halloween episode. That has really freaked me out. I was literally saying, right, we need to get these to stop, and like that, within a second, Bulman stopped right in the shot. Very terrifying. Oh, that scared me. Blimey. Well, Bulman, that's the most sensible thing you've ever done. I don't know whether we can really attribute that to Bulman or the tank engine that was pulling him, but blimey. That was spooky. That was scary. So anyway, hope you enjoyed seeing those guys. They were the stars of this year's Christmas special, and I really enjoyed putting that together. It's so much fun to animate all the characters and stuff. So anyway, so I thought I would have a little chat with you guys. So I think the subject has to be Christmas today. So anything Christmas related, specifically tell me what you're having for Christmas. If it's trains, that's cool. If it's not trains, that's also cool. Let me know. The weirder the better, but also, if you're not having anything weird, just tell me what that is and we'll talk about it. Ian Jeffrey has said, "Hi Sam, thanks for keeping me entertained at work." Ian J. So obviously he's doing lots of work right now. But thank you very much, Ian, and thank you to everybody who's sent super chats over the last 5-10 minutes as well. That is, it boggles the mind that people would want to donate to someone who sits in their loft and plays with trains, but the fact that you guys do is amazing, so thank you. And to anybody who donates today, I don't know if anyone's just joined, you're going to be able to win this Bulman photo, which Bulman actually signed himself. In the frame, you get the frame too, so I will be drawing that at the end of tonight's stream. So let's figure out what people are getting for Christmas. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 says Halloween is every day. Well, it is on this layout. I think there are too many frightening coincidences that happen up here, for sure. I mean, that's just one of them. I can't remember any others right now, but there's a lot of scary stuff that happens up here. Not paranormal stuff, but, ironic stuff where I'll say, oh, if this derails, I'll be surprised, and then like that, it derails. It happens on camera, I'm not just lying, and some of you guys might remember when that's happened. It does happen, and it's scary. David's Train says, I'm getting a Dapol Class 68, and that's the running number 68003 Astute. I think that's a very astute Christmas present. That sounds fantastic. I've never tried a Dapol diesel, I don't think, but I'd like to. That sounds good. Graham Ness says, I'm getting a Tommy Gordon, Henry, Donald, Douglas and Duncan. Oh, Duncan, I've not heard of him, I don't think. Sounds great anyway, hope you have fun with those on Christmas. I want a Nintendo Switch, says Thomas Cars and Mario's and Sonic channel. I'd love a Nintendo Switch as well, especially now that Zelda, won Game of the Year. I'd love to try it. I've never been into the Zelda games, but I'd like to try it, and I think the Nintendo Switch is probably the only way you can do it. I might get another Ginty, says Julius Sanchez. Well, I know I'm getting a Ginty for Christmas. I ordered that S&DJR blue one. I showed it a few weeks ago in the stream. I ordered it, but I wasn't allowed to touch it. Well, in fact, I did touch it. I took it out to test it, and it didn't work. So I took it to pieces, put it back together so that it worked, and then sent it to Santa for Christmas. So I won't get that again till Christmas Day. But Santa Express delivered today. We'll be running it under the tree, says Barry1956. Fantastic. So that's the Hornby train set. It's a tiny little first radius train set. It's supposed to be quite affordable, although it has crept over sort of £50-60 now. It's just a beautiful train set that you can run around your tree, and it's got Christmas wagons. I'd love one personally. I might have to fork out and buy one next year. That would be nice. Train Boy Ben says he's getting an N-Gauge Sir Nigel Gresley. Oh, that sounds amazing. They really are lovely, those N-Gauge locos. And wow, Jake Darling has just sent £20, which is unnecessary, by the way, Jake. That's kind of naughty of you, but that unbelievably kind. I can't believe that. That's crazy, Jake. Thank you so much. He's put, ho, ho, ho. Hi, Sam. It's me again. I built up some flexi time to leave work early. Hope you have an amazing Christmas and a happy new year. Could you run the BR Blue A4 with the XL Linear coaches? All of them. Cheers, Sam. Jake, thank you very much. That's I was not expecting that kind of donation today, but that is really, really kind of you. Thank you, Jake. And yes, I'll do my best to make time to do that later on. So absolutely. Lucas Nolan is getting some cattle wagons for Christmas. That sounds good. I do love a good cattle train. And Mark Horner's thanking Jake, so thank you, Mark, for thanking Jake. I'm getting the Lionel HO Polar Express. That's something I hear about a lot. Ever since I made that review of the Berkshire, people have been asking me to look at the Lionel Polar Express. So if it's any good, if you guys know, let me know, and I'll look at it. David Borlin says, "How are you?" I'm fine, thanks, David. How are you? I hope you're all doing well. I would get the Hornby Super Detail Pullman coaches, says Marco53. If I could afford to, I would as well. But if that's what you're getting for Christmas, you're very lucky, first of all. And second, of course, enjoy them, because they are fantastic from what I've seen. Jolanda Tange says, I'm getting a Pico Netherlands Spoorwagen. Mes Hondikop. I don't know what that means, but that sounds good anyway. I suppose that must be a non-British piece of rolling stock, I would assume. I hope so anyway, otherwise I've suddenly lost my ability to read English. Dennis the Lazy Diesel Productions says, I'm getting my first Hornby set for Christmas. That's fantastic to hear. There's nothing like the magic of getting your first Hornby train set, is there? Mine wasn't that long ago. I think I got mine in 2012, 2011. It's my first train set, actually. I bought bits and pieces before that. Yeah, it's magical no matter what age you are. Graham Ness is getting a Mallard. David Ballin is good. That's good to hear. And Ian Haynes says, for Christmas it's hockey tickets for me. Oh, that's different. Yeah, I approve of that. That's a very different gift. Yes, it's quite the done thing, isn't it now, to get someone tickets for something they love. And I think that's a good idea. So that's grand. Anyway, right, what we're going to talk about next. Okay. I'm going to show some advent calendar stuff. Now, when I said send your advent calendars, people have been doing, but rather than just sending advent calendars, people have been sending all kinds of different stuff. And in fact, this is good because you know how we've just talked about the Santa Christmas Express. Is that what it's called? No, the Santa Express or something. Here's one around the tree. Now, I've forgotten to take down the names of who sent these in, so I'm sorry I won't be able to shout you out. But if you recognise that, thank you for sending that in. So that is the train set. As you can see, it fits perfectly around that Christmas tree. And it's got a little red 040 tank engine. It's got a couple of present wagons. One of them is the 2007 Hornby wagon. Then it's got the reindeer box van at the back. So that's what the Santa's Express train set looks like. Although I didn't know it came with three wagons. But it might, I don't know, because I haven't got one. Here's another Christmas train. This one is pretty cool. It might be an advent calendar. This one was from Gerard T. I did get the name of that one. And it's got, as you can see, kind of like presents in there. So maybe they are advent chocolates or something for Christmas. I don't really know, but I like the look of it. It's a lovely looking engine that is, isn't it? So thank you for sending that. This next one is definitely an advent calendar. It's from Jan T, and it's like a truck with doors on it which are labelled, although there's only half of them on there, so presumably the other half is on the other side. But that's cool, that's quite nice, so you can put your own chocolates in there, so if you're fussy you can choose what you get every day. Although that would spoil the surprise. And here's one you'll like. This one's from Vin B. He decided to send me a picture of his snowman, and that is a topic in itself for conversation because this week we have had proper snow for the first time in the UK for, it must be 3 or 4 years, proper snow. I didn't build a snowman, I built a big snowball like this just while I was waiting, and it's been years since we've been able to do that in the UK. So thank you, whoever up there needs to be thanked or whatever. Yes, it was amazing to get snow. And I know I'm too old for getting excited about snow, but I can't help it. Still had to drive in it though, still had to walk in it, so that part wasn't quite as fun. Right, so talking about advent calendars, I wanted to talk about the Rails of Sheffield advent calendar briefly. And this is not a sponsored message in any way, and it's also kind of annoyed me a little bit. But yes, if you enjoyed the Hornby advent calendar, pause for thought just a second. James Hewitt just sent £5 to say, Merry Christmas, I enjoy your videos, they make me smile, so have a nice Christmas. Thank you, James. Again, that's really, really kind of you. So yes, the Rails of Sheffield advent calendar. In fact, while I'm talking, I'll get it up so that I can show it to you. Basically, Hornby last year, let me find it. They did an advent calendar where basically every single day you'd get a special deal or a special offer or something like that, which means that you get a good bargain. So Rails of Sheffield have done the same thing this year, but except it started off to be a bit of a lie, to be honest, and I'll tell you what I mean, because on Sunday I was browsing the Rails of Sheffield website and I came across the beautiful Bachmann Railway Children train pack, and it was £89.50 or something like that, and I thought, yes, that's a great price, I'm going to get it. So I ordered it, and then the next day I noticed that it was on the advent calendar. And it said for one day only it's going to be such and such. I thought, oh no, I've gone and spent too much. But no, it was on the advent calendar for the same price I bought it at the day before. And everything else from this week as well has been the same, although they have fixed it now. Now if it's not on the advent calendar that day, the next day it will go back up. But for the first few days of the advent calendar, or certainly for the first few days of the week, even though it said for one day only you've got this special price, it wasn't a special price. It was the same price as normal. So bizarre. I bought the Railway Children Advent Calendar special deal the day before it was in the Advent Calendar for the same price that it appeared in the Advent Calendar. It's confusing. It's confused me. But I thought I would show the Advent Calendar just because it's exciting. It's exciting to see what's on there every day. So again, this is not a promotion or anything. So this is blimey, look at this. It's an N-Gauge power station building bundle. Save over £200. How much was it in the first place? Oh, it was £400. Oh, blimey. What a bargain that is then. 190. Good grief. Well, good luck if you're going to buy it. Will it tell us? Oh, look. So tomorrow it looks like they're having an 08 shunter flash sale. So if you like 08 shunters, that's good. Let me scroll back and find the... this is what's happened. This was the Railway Children look. There it was. £89.50 look. Today only. Well, not quite. But anyway, yeah, that was it. That was the Advent Calendar. And I must admit, it is just exciting to log on to there every day and see what kind of deals they've got. So if you want to find some deals, this is not a sponsored message in any way, but it's just me saying if you like bargains, which of course we do, head over to Rails of Sheffield. And if you like 08 shunters, it looks like maybe tomorrow that's something you'll get. No idea if it will be a good price or not, but it probably will be. It sounds good to me. Anyway, we'll have a little quick break then. What I'm going to try and do is take these guys off, ready to run the next part of the running session. I'm going to do the requests at the end as things go on. But just before I go for the break, obviously don't forget, any super chats I get this week are also going to be entered to win this Bulman framed Christmas photo, which might make a good present if you know any Bulman fans, I don't know. And Bulman himself has signed it, so donate any amount this week and you will be entered to win it. I will be doing the draw later on. So thanks for all your support, folks. I'll be right back in a second. Like I say, I've just got to clean off these wagons and Bulman and everything, and I'll be right back shortly to do the next part of the running session. So I'll see you all in just a second, folks. Thank you all for watching, and I won't be long. It'll only be a couple of minutes, hopefully no more than 5 at the very most. So, go ahead and get yourself a cup of tea, get yourself a biscuit. Now, it's getting really, really close to Christmas, so you can. It doesn't matter. I must have 8 biscuits over the last couple of days, and I'm okay. I mean, you can just about see it on me, but it all goes. Well, just make up some excuse and have some biscuits. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'll be right back in just a second. See you in a minute. Okay, folks, that's all done. It's all cleared off. Hope you enjoyed the Christmas music anyway. So yeah, hope you're all refreshed. Hope you got yourself a cup of tea or a biscuit or something. And if you didn't, I want to know why not. Whoops. Because there's no excuse for not overeating at this time of year, is there? So anyway, yeah, I've cleared everything off. As you can see, we've got a couple of Christmas-looking engines to run in just a second. But anyway, yeah. So far today, we've just been having a bit of a Christmas episode. I've already run Bulman, so if you want to check back, you can see Bulman running all on his own. Wink, wink. If you've just joined, you won't believe that, and that's quite justified. And of course, I've been running the Ugly Tank engine, and here he is, bless him. He's still loving all the limelight, so thank you for all your support with him. Anyway, today I'm doing a little bit of a giveaway, as you might know, and this is what I'm giving away. It's Bulman's very own photo. This is an exclusive Bulman photo, and he's signed it himself, and I showed you him signing it earlier on. So if you want to win this, all you have to do is send a super chat for any amount, and you'll be entered. I'm going to draw that at the end, and hopefully some lucky or probably unlucky person is going to win their own framed copy of Bulman. And won't that look great in any household? Right above the fireplace, probably. Anyway, I thought I would have a quick look at Schnapps today, or a little bit of a longer look at Schnapps probably, because people always like that. So Schnapps is basically that website which lets you catalogue your collections, and people have been going crazy on it. They've been uploading loads of collections and things and sharing them with me, and you know, it's just great to look at them. So let's take a quick look. Let me get the screen capture going again. Oh, there's me. So we need to head over to Schnapps. Okay, right. What are we taking a look at here? Well, we don't want to look at mine, that's for sure. Thank you very much to Nathan Kingston, who's just donated €2. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're having a nice Christmas, and I wish you good luck, of course, with winning Bulman. Okay, I need to find the people that are following me. I'm not concentrating on what I'm doing. So let's go for the followers. There we go. Right, who else have I not looked at? This is getting tricky because I've got to figure out who hasn't yet been shown. And I know there are people who always, in fact, I think there's a guy called Will who wants me to look at his stuff. Maybe it's William Town. I'm not too sure, but we'll check out William Town anyway. Let's see what he's got. So I don't think I've looked at these before. He's got some G-scale stuff, which I think is always very impressive. And look at the size of that. Wow. So it looks like a 240, or it might be a 242. I can't really tell from the back. But that's fantastic. A Christmas-themed LGB train set that I've had since I was 10 years old. Wow, that deserves a wow. I love that. And what's this other one? That says Kettersbach on the front. Okay, don't know what that means, but it deserves a wow anyway. I always think this larger scale stuff is always super impressive. So thank you for sharing that. That was fantastic. Have we looked at Clive and Simon before? Yes, I think we did actually. Well, thank you anyway, Clive and Simon, for showing that. I think I did look at that last week though, so I'm going to try and show some people that didn't do it already. Have we looked at Vlog That Train 31? Possibly not. We'll have a look at these anyway. These look good. Oh, look, he's got the J15. I haven't wowed that already, which means I've probably not seen it. So, yep, that's the Hornby J15, I think, and it's also got an L&ER wagon on the back, which looks fantastic. You could almost make that into a diorama, couldn't you? I love it. I love the J15. One of my favourites. Absolutely gorgeous. Connor, have we looked at Connor yet? No, I'll take a quick look at Connor. Oh, he's got wooden trains. Now, come on, everybody's got childhood memories of things like this. I used to have a wooden train set. Brio, it was called. I think they're all called Brio, aren't they, probably? I'm trying to look down here and see if I recognise any of this stuff, but it's mostly Thomas stuff. My Brio wasn't Thomas related. But these do look good. Oh, look at this. Looks like he's got the Flying Scotsman with 2 tenders, which is very cool. I'll give that a wow. That's great. Thank you, Connor, for sharing those. I don't think I've looked at those before, so that's good. Let's figure out if there's anybody else new that I haven't looked at yet. We've got Edward Perry, who started with 1 shelf, so let's take a look. Oh, he's got some Thomas stuff. So this is the Hornby Devious Diesel, apparently. A slightly modified one, it says. Let's see. Does he tell you how he's modified it? No, just got this bolster wagon, it says. That's nice. Cool. And what was the other engine he had? It looked like Bill or Ben. Yep, it looks like Ben. Here's Ben shunting a truckload of crates. In the background you can see, oh yeah, there he is, Percy arranging the brake vans. I like that, that's very cool. So thanks for that, Edward, that looked good. Who else? Let's do a couple more. So we've got Train Extraordinaires, who's been very busy. He's got, he's got 15 shelves, I think it said. Wow, he has been busy. Oh, I like these. He's been cataloguing rolling stock, which I suppose explains the number of shelves. Let's take a look at the rolling stock then, so I don't often look at these. Oh, that brings back memories, I bet, for a lot of people. That's one of the old-fashioned Triang style wagons, and it's missing the door, it looks like, and those doors actually opened, which is obviously a fantastic feature for a toy to have. He's given it only 1 star, though. That's not very well. I suppose it's justified, really, but I'll wow it anyway because we gotta love Triang, haven't we? I think that's a Graphar, isn't it? A Graphar. He's put that it's Triang, but I reckon that those are the Graham Farish 00 stuff. Anyway, it says the hook's broken. Oh yes, it is. You can see the coupling hook there on the left has snapped. Oh well, we see it wouldn't be Triang then, would it? You don't get Triang stuff breaking. That one looks like Hornby or Triang though. I like that. I've got one of those. It's dead on my layout. In fact, if I just hop back over here and show you the bridge cam, you can see it. Look, there it is in the background. Huh. I don't know why I took the time to show you that, but yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, obviously it's not got its chassis, it's just the body, which is why it's on my layout and not running someplace. Let's take another look then. Let's go back to some of these old ones that I might have missed. Who did I not look at so far? I should be following everybody I look at, and then I'll know that if I'm not following them, I've not looked at them already. That would be too logical for me, I suppose. Let's take a look. Looks like I've looked at most of these people. Let's go back up, never mind. I'm looking for people who've got shelves, of course. Chris has got 2 shelves. Let's take a look at these. Locomotives, oh, I like this already. Oh, look at these. Right, let's take a look at some of these. So he's got an N15, that's a good old classic Hornby style one. Jubilee Class 5 690, Linda 460, yeah. Don't think I've heard of that one before. Castle Class, oh, that looks like an Airfix one, that looks nice. Or maybe it's even a, yeah, it looks like an Airfix one. King Class, very nice. J94, that looks to be in very good condition, that does. I better wow one of these for him. That's a large Prairie, Great Western 262, yeah. Airfix, I think I serviced one of those not too long ago. Not, you know, not the most brilliant of runner, but I'm sure his will be. The one I serviced was in a right old state, it really was. But I got it running in the end anyway. I didn't think I would, but I did. Right, so let's figure out what I'm going to do next. Oh, right. So let's do a little more running then. As I said, I've got some trains in the sidings, and obviously you'll know that because I've showed them. So there's Lord Westwood for one, and I did show you another one by accident a second ago, which is this. Now, there's nothing particularly Christmassy about this one. This is the LMYR Class 5 tank engine, but I just thought, you know, it's red. I mean, that's got to give it some Christmas points, hasn't it? So it's red, and you know, it's cute, it's old-fashioned, it's small. I think that's got to be a good excuse to run it. Sorry about this, I'm just crawling down to open the points. So I'm going to get her running for you. Obviously she's not a powerhouse locomotive, so she hasn't got a massive rake of coaches or anything like that, but she has got 2 lovely sort of old-fashioned mainline coaches. LMS ones, of course, and I'm going to get her started if she's going in the right direction. Hopefully she is. Yep. So there she goes, the LMYR Class 5 tank engine from the Lancashire and something railway. I can't remember what it's called actually, that's not very good. And I've got to scrabble back down here again to shut the points, so bear with me a second. Not my most professional moment, I have to admit. Okay, cool. Let me just double check everything's okay with that. Yeah, it seems to be. Okay, let me show you who's coming next then. So next out, I'm going to bring out the A4. So let me turn the camera. Again, I hate to move the camera while I'm streaming. It just feels like a very, very rubbishy thing to do. But there's not a lot of choice, really, because I haven't got many cameras running today. So here it is. This is an A4, and I've of course picked this one because it's in this lovely sort of frosty BR blue colour, which is particularly suitable this week because of all the frost and snow we've had. And she's got some ex-LNER coaches, which I know have been requested today, so I'll leave those on later on for the request. But let's get her out. This is a Hornby one, by the way, and I absolutely love it. It's possibly my favourite A4 model that I own, to be honest. Oops, hang on. I've just opened the points. Hopefully you'll see her go round onto the middle line. There she goes. Oh, 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 oh. Did that get caught on camera? Let me move the camera just to make sure it did. Yes, I think some of the passengers are going to be a bit cross about that one. So that's what happened anyway. This coach here, in fact, I'm amazed it didn't tip over, but it looked like it had. It looked like it was literally about to tip over. But it didn't. Right, have I got it back on yet? Let's hope this isn't the sign that the whole stream is going to go wrong from now on. Let's hope not. Right, let's see how that goes. Let's give it a little bit more power. Cross your fingers, please, everybody. On the express points as well, you don't normally expect that. Okay. Right, I think we're safe. I think we've survived it. Right, let's get another little look at the LMYR Class 5. Let me just move this camera back to where it was. And then, of course, I'll get good old Lord Westwood out onto the outside line, which is now clear, of course. So there goes the LMYR Class 5. Hang on, hang on. There she is. And I do love that one. I think this must be her 3rd appearance or something like that in these streams. So you can tell just how much I like that one. Okay. last but not least then we've got Lord Westwood, who always has starred in my Christmas videos, and check them out if you haven't already. It's one of them's called, what was it called? Santa and the Christmas Train, I think, and there's a few of those. That was a series that I did for a few years. Always Lord Westwood was the star of that. So I'll have to have Lord Westwood do something Christmassy every year. So I've just set the points, which is probably why I didn't make any sense for a second or two there. And I'm not sure which way Lord Westwood is set to go, but I'm going to try and bring her out forwards today, just so we don't get any problems with those Pullman coaches. But I will warn you, they normally derail, so it's very likely that they're going to. Oops, go on, forward you go. Otherwise the Christmas train will never get to Santa on time. Okay, off she goes. Come on, Pullmans, don't derail, please. For once in your life. No, they've derailed. Okay. Now, the sad thing is, they're not in shot, are they? Have they derailed or... Yep, they've derailed. Blimey. We're not doing a very good passenger service today, I'm afraid. I think we've killed, well, at least 4 passengers. Oh, and it's derailed in a very annoying place. Okay, folks, you're going to have to just amuse yourselves for a second or two, because they've derailed in a very inconvenient place, and I'm just doing my best to get them back on the track and not knock the camera over, of course, because that would not be good. Well, it might be entertaining, but it would certainly be an expensive mistake for me. Right, I've got the first coach back on that came off, but unfortunately more of them have now derailed, and it's not clear why at the moment, so oops. Bear with me, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see anything in the shot right now. Okay, I'm going to manually push the train backwards so that I can make sure that it's all in working order again. And I think it is, so fingers crossed everybody that that's going to be okay now. I think we'll give her another shot. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll set up the Mobius cam. I'll put that one on. Hello. Oh, need to wave. There we go. And then you'll see her drive by, and if something does derail, which is of course unfortunate, at least you'll see it and get some enjoyment out of it. So let's give this a try. Is she okay? I think so. Sounds alright. Oh, and I picked my most reliable Pullman coaches for that as well. Shame it was all for nothing. Never mind, it seems okay. Right, let's take a look at Lord Westwood. So there she goes, the classic Christmas train. There she goes. And she is Christmassy. She's not a very realistic engine, of course, but it is a very festive looking livery, as I'm sure you'll agree. So there we go. My Christmas train, and she's always been the Christmas train for me. I don't know why, I suppose it's probably got something to do with the colour. Oh no. Did you see what I saw? Goodness gracious. You know, I did the same thing last time, didn't I? I forgot to shut the points. But yeah, this time she actually crashed through the buffers. That's interesting. So I think that's Lord Westwood done for today. I won't get her out because we're running out of time, so I'll leave her just there. I hope you enjoyed seeing that little accident. I know people ask me to film crashes, and normally if they happen during a video I won't include them because, you know, I think the more serious modelers out there don't particularly like seeing engines crash. But if you do, hopefully you enjoyed that. Now, who's going to be coming by? We need Golden Eagle. I forgot to say that this was Golden Eagle, I think, but that's who it is in the BR Blue. Very, very lovely. And down at the front you've just missed the Class 5, but not to worry. So yeah, anyway, I've just picked some engines that look vaguely festive, and I hope you like that. And I'm going to be doing a video about festive looking engines again soon. In fact, I think that video is planned for Christmas Day, so that might be nice, I hope anyway. Okay, let's stop these. I'm going to stop Golden Eagle just there. Absolutely beautiful. Like I say, I think she's got to be my favourite A4. And in fact, what I'll probably do is I'll just steal her, because I know I got a request for these XLNER coaches. So, in fact, I got a request to show all of the XLNER coaches, so I'm going to have to go and grab some more. In fact, I could do that on camera, couldn't I? And you could see how long it takes me to get them all on the track. Oh, that will be fun, won't it? Right, let me slow the LMYR Class 5 down a little bit so that she doesn't arrive too soon. And I'm just going across the room now to grab my other XLNER coaches. There's quite a lot of them, though, I'll have to warn you. I hope there isn't going to be a problem pulling all of these at once. I suppose there's only one way to find out, though. The LNYR Class 5 has gone by, so that didn't work out too good. Doesn't matter, she can be reversed. In fact, no, we might as well leave her going. Right, so I'm going to put the rest of these on. I think it might have been Jake that asked for these, but I'll double check before I confirm that. Right, let me get them all on. Now, I'm a little bit on the OCD side, so I like to make sure the corridors are always on the same side. I suppose in real life that wouldn't have been the case because wagons and coaches would be shunted around so that, you know, some of them end up in facing different directions. I assume, I don't know, but that certainly happened once or twice on heritage railways and such. But there we go, so how many coaches is this? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, luckily it's quite a freewheeling set. And I can't remember which engine he asked for to see these with, but I'm hoping it was a powerful one. It's going to have to be to manage all this lot. Right, let's bring the LNYR Class 5 in then. Here she comes. I can't sort of express what a nice runner this one is. It's always been such a lovely runner, even when it's due for a service, which it was a couple of months ago, and it ran just as nicely before it was serviced than it did afterwards. And often they sort of get a bit groggy if they've not been serviced for a while, but not that one. That one runs beautifully pretty much all of the time, which is exactly what you want in a good model. It's a great model, I love it. Okay, let me figure out what we're going to do next then. I've just got to fight my way back to the chair. Okay, I'm back. Oh, well, things certainly went wrong in the end there, didn't they? I always forget to shut that point, and I can't believe it because it happened last time. I'm not very good at multitasking, as you can tell. If I've got to talk and at least make an effort to be entertaining, I can't really drive trains at the same time, as you can tell. That should go without saying, I suppose. Okay, so I'll show some Wall of Fame entries. We've got quite a lot this time. So thank you to everybody who sent stuff in for the Wall of Fame. You can see the Wall of Fame behind me. It's looking a bit overexposed today because I've got those new floodlights in, which are really lighting the place up. But these are all going to go up on there tomorrow. So this is Rio K. It looks like he is a volunteer because there he is switching some points or something, so that's cool. We've got Owen W with his B12. I don't know if that's the new Hornby one or not, but certainly looks lovely, so thank you for that, Owen. We also have George D who sent in this one. I seem to have seen this photo before. Maybe it's just a common angle for this engine, but yeah, it looks like one of the Great Western 460s to guess. I'll guess that it's a haul. And I've just seen Michael Aldred has sent £20. Bless you, Michael. Thank you so much. That's such a lot of money to send me. I don't feel as though I deserve that in any way. But thank you, Michael. That's really, really kind of you, and I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. Michael has been so supportive of this whole venture right from the start. I don't know how much he's donated in total, but it's far too much and more than I deserve. So thank you, Michael. That is unbelievably kind, and you know, there's been so many people who've been kind. There's a lot more kind people out there than the media makes out, believe me. Anyway, so Thomas Fan 2008 sent this out. Now, I don't know whether he's meant for this to look like a snowy landscape, but it certainly does. I don't know if it's just a white tablecloth or a white carpet that he's running on, but it looks beautiful. So perfect for Christmas time, that, and it looks like an American set. It says Pennsylvania on the tender. Pennsylvania 65000. Ooh, got that wrong. Tataric T said this one, not 1872 to 2012 it says. I'm not sure, but it's in a very unusual livery, this engine is. Very nice. Look at that. Cool. I don't know what country that's in. If anybody knows, let me know. That would be interesting to find out. Ronald D sent this one in, and this looks like another food train if you ask me, but it's going on the Wall of Fame. So he's got a biscuit. There's a biscuit, looks like M&M's possibly in some of those wagons. He's got... I assume this is going to be a drinks wagon of some sort, or maybe food. So that looks good. That's a good idea for Christmas nibbles, isn't it? You could put, you know, peanuts and sweets and things in your Christmas rolling stock, or in wagons, and have them go around the living room to people. It's always something I wanted to try, but I don't think my family would have been too happy with me building a train set in the middle of the lounge. Anyway, this one's from JCXD Animation. It's the beautiful S&DJR7F just in front of his Christmas train. Christmas tree. So that's a lovely festive photo again, and I love the look of the Christmas tree. I do like a good Christmas tree. We put ours up this week. In fact, we have several. We have several in different places, but we put our main one up this week. Quite late, we've been so busy. Jace G sent this one in. Now, this doesn't look like a 00 gauge Thomas. It looks more like a larger scale one, but I could be wrong. But anyway, it looks fantastic, and he's managed to capture the scale of it very nicely. It's made it look bigger than it does anyway. So, yep, that's that. And then lastly, I love this one. This one's from Dexter B, and it says Sam'sTrains. I can't quite read what it says above there, but it looks like it says celebrating something. So I don't know what we're celebrating, Dexter, but thank you anyway. That's fantastic, and I do love it when people actually draw things. That's fantastic. So thank you for those. If you've got anything you want to send up to put on the wall of fame behind me, which is growing hugely, by the way. Since I've started doing these streams, I've had loads of new entries. So it's climbing up. It's sort of it's at the level of the beams now, as you can see, which of course it's never been that high before. So it's going up towards the ceiling. So thank you for all of those. Okay, so I'm going to check on the super chats now, see how many we've had, and I'm going to start getting some requests ready, I reckon. So let's take a quick look. So we've had loads today. I'm going to thank everybody so far, and all of these people are now entered to win Bulman, the Bulman photo, that is. So if you want to, send me a super chat, and you know, you'll get your shout out, and you'll get a chance to win Bulman. So thank you to Stuart Barnard, Andrew Keeley, The Ugly Duckman, Ian Jeffrey, Jake Darlin, James Hewitt, Nathan Kingston, and Michael Aldred. Thank you all so much for all of your wonderful support. I sound like a broken record, but this is not something I'm going to stop saying, so thank you all so much for that. I'm going to draw Bulman's winner later on, so you've still got time to send in a super chat to win him. Donate any amount, and you might be the lucky one. So yes, there he is, and it's Bulman's very own photo that has been signed, and this is the only copy of it anywhere. And it's not been signed by me either, because that's very big-headed. It's been signed by Bulman himself, and if you want to watch this stream later on, at the start I showed you Bulman actually signing it. Okay, let's have a look then. Let's have a little bit of a chat. Whoa, speaking of Bulman, here he is. He's just almost rolled off the table. Stay there, Bulman. He's always doing that. You know, if you slightly touch him, he'll just roll and roll until he crashes onto the ground. He's done that a few times, and his red nose came off once, which was not good. Okay, so Sean Baxter says, "What about my support?" Well, thank you for being here. That's support enough, Sean. Thank you very much. If that's what you mean, I don't know. Can you run the Cadbury Castle loco, says Baron Von Bricks. I did show a Cadbury Castle once, but I think that was in a repairs video, because I don't actually own Cadbury Castle. But I did run one once, but that was just because a customer sent it in and I'd fixed it and showed it then, so that's it. Owen Winter says, "Do you have a thirst that can sink a battleship, Sam?" Not particularly. I am a big water drinker, and I've always got a bottle of water on me. I don't know if that's weird or not, but certainly when I'm talking like this for an hour straight, I got to have water on board, and it's probably a bit of a nervous thing as well. You know, take a sip of water. It gives you a little bit of a second to compose yourself, doesn't it? I'm not going to do it right now. Can you run the... Yeah, Baron Von Bricks, again, he's asking for the Cadbury Castle loco. The castle I've got... well, I've got a few castles, but they're not Cadbury. It's, let's see here, Windsor Castle. Let me bring it forward so you can see it. There she is. That's Windsor Castle. And the other one is... Cardiff Castle. There we go. I thought it said Cadbury then. I thought I'd have to eat humble pie, but no, that one's Cardiff. So if that's what you meant, I could do that. Baron Von Brick says, "It's a very fine loco." Yes, they are very good. The Hornby castles anyway, those were Wren ones, but yes, the Hornbys are nice as well. And the new Hornby ones look fantastic too, but unfortunately I can't justify buying one. Alexander Botha says, "Do you like the Garrett?" Yes, I do like the Garretts. I don't know, I'm not convinced whether or not one would run okay on my railway, because obviously some of the curves are a little bit tight. But I'd love to get one and try it one day, if funds allow. But yeah, that would be good. Rebuilt or unrebuilt Bullied, Sam, says Adam Broomfield. Well, as you know, I like the unusual, and I think rebuilt resembles more of a conventional steam locomotive. So I would have to say unrebuilt, I would say. Yeah, it's just such an unusual shape, which is why I like it. Colonel Cannonball says hello, so hello to you. Thank you very much for dropping by to say hello. Can you run the two Class 42 since one is green and the other's red? That would have been a good idea, yes. I don't know if they run at the same speed because one of them's Hornby and the other's Bachmann, but that would have been a good idea. Good one. That I didn't consider that, but that's a good idea. Could you get Henry and Gordon to double head the train, please? Oh, that would be fun. Henry and Gordon are... yeah, no, they are in service, yes. Which one's the other one? Yeah, well, I've got some Thomas surprises to come, but I will save those for you for another time. How much snow did you get, said David's Trains. Well, it wasn't a lot of snow by sort of Canada's standards or anything like that. It was a couple of inches, perhaps 2 or 3 inches, and maybe even that's generous. But it's more than we've had for several years here in the Midlands. So it was exciting, and I was very excited by it, and the whole family were really, because they might have gotten a day off work or whatever, which would be nice, obviously, for them. So okay, we're going to have another little break. I have got some requests, and I might need a pen, in fact, to take down these requests, because some of them are a little bit long-winded. Well, not long-winded, but there's a bit that I could get wrong if I'm not careful. So I'm just looking for a pen. I do try to prepare for these running sessions, but 90% of the time I always forget to bring a pen. I don't know. Right, I've got a pen. I hope it works. Yes, it does. Okay, let's figure out who has made requests today then. The Ugly Duckman. Oh yes, the Ugly Duckman wants to see the rail car with a box fan. I don't know if he didn't specify which box fan, but I'm going to just pick one. So if you had a specific one, I've forgotten. I'm sorry, but hopefully you'll enjoy it anyway. Jake Darling. Oh, this was the one. Jake Darling wanted to see the BR Blue A4 with ex-LNER coaches. That's what I've just done. Now that is terrifying, because I'd set that up beforehand. Jake, again, you see this spooky Halloween style irony that happens on this channel. I wasn't lying. Right, so what I'll do is I'll grab the Blue A4 back again and put that on the teak train, and we'll see if it manages them all. That's scary, and I didn't even consider that. So thanks, Jake. I'll do that. So I'll just put Blue A4. I'll know what I mean. Blah blah blah. James Hewitt, Merry Christmas. I enjoy all your videos that make me smile, so have a nice Christmas. Alright, thank you very much everybody for those super chats. I don't think there's any cause to go for a break, because I've got everything I need to hand, so I'll do it straight away. I'm not going to be able to take any more requests now, because obviously it's 5-2 and there's not going to be time to set them up. But if you still want to enter for Bulman, feel free to. All you have to do is send a super chat of any amount, and I'll enter you, and we'll be drawing shortly. So here's the Great Western Rail car. It's not the Dapol one, although I wish it was, obviously. But it's the Lima one, and I bought it from a train fair, and the train fair video went up recently anyway. So, okay. I can't believe there was only 2. I'm sure I had more to do. No, it was just kind people who haven't asked me to run anything. So that's okay, that makes things a little bit more simple on my end. Okay, I'll pick a box car. I might pick one of my new box cars. Yes, I will. It's one that I've never shown before, and it's a red one because it's Christmas. I went to a train fair a few weeks ago. No, it wasn't even a few weeks ago. It was about 2 weeks ago. I mentioned it actually, and I came back with quite a bit of stuff, and I have filmed it, but it's going to be one of my videos for next year now, I think. But I've got it, and I've got it saved, so that'll be coming up at some point. So let's put this rail car down. I hope it's going to work, because I've not really run it since it was in that video last week, or this week. It's quite hard to get on the track for some reason. I seem to be struggling a bit here. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. It's a lovely runner, as you can tell. Although, in fact, my Santa hat is covering my ears somewhat, so I can't hear too great. Right, so there's my box car. Anyway, I bought that from the train fair recently. I don't know if that's what you wanted. Whoever asked for that, you just put box car on the request. So I hope that's right. If not, I will issue a formal apology on Facebook later on if you get in touch with me. Okay, let's put the BR Blue A4 back on. And I can't believe this. I think I'll go to bed and cry after this, because that has really freaked me out. And this happens a lot. I think it might have been with Jake anyway. The following day's video, which is filmed weeks in advance, has the engine that certain people have asked for, and with the exact right rolling stock. I mean, it boggles the mind, it really does. Anyway, okay, let's get the A4 going. Will she manage them all? It's not here that you've got to worry about. It's up Gordon's Hill we've got to concern ourselves about. So I'm going to go and change shot, and we'll see if she manages to get up Gordon's Hill. So thank you, Jake, for that. And who was it that asked for the rail car? The Ugly Duckman. Thank you, Ugly Duckman. Okay, let's have a look. Here she comes up Gordon's Hill. Oh, look at that. Absolutely no problem. Oh, that's it. That's the kind of Hornby quality that we all know and love. And miss, to an extent, I suppose. But maybe that's a little bit unfair, because Hornby have done some good stuff. The H-Class, for example, was very, very good overall. A little bit of a race going on here. It looks to me as though the rail car is just about to overtake the Hornby A4. Look at that. Couldn't have got that more. I couldn't have got them more in sync with each other, could I? But no, it looks like the old rail car is just about leaping into the lead now. See who's in the front when we get round here to the front. Yep, it is the rail car, and she's on the outside too. And I've just seen I Dunno Her put loads of sad faces. What's wrong, I Dunno Her? What's the matter? Did I not see one of your messages? I know there's a lot of people sending messages right now. I don't always spot them, unfortunately. But if you send me a comment in the video afterwards, I will try to get back to you on that. Obviously, in fact, I will get back to you on it. Right, so there's the rail car. Again, I'm sorry if when you said box fan, you didn't literally mean a red box fan. You might not have meant that. But either way, I hope you enjoyed seeing that anyway. So that's it, that's cool. Right, let's go back to the front then. And that was today's requests. So thank you very much for those. And to those of you who sent a super chat but didn't send a request, thank you so much anyway for your super chat. And just as always, know that you are the people keeping this channel alive. And I do appreciate that. I really am grateful for that. So there's the rail car. And I'm about to do the prize draw for Bulman's picture. So if you want to make an entry, you've got a couple of seconds left. Haven't decided how I'm going to do it. I think what I'm going to do is pull them onto the screen, shut my eyes, and then scroll the mouse around, and then just open my eyes and see who the mouse is landed on. So shall we do that? Yeah, we'll do that. So, as I say, yeah, this is what we're raffling off. It's a signed photo of Bulman, and it's not been signed by me because, again, that's big-headed. So Bulman has signed it, and I showed Bulman signing it. The Ugly Duckman has sent another £1. I don't know why, but thank you ever so much. And let's get to it then. Let me raffle off my Bulman photo, and you'll be pleased to hear that I actually went on a special shopping trip just to buy the frame. So that's dedication for you. Anyway, let's take a look at... hang on a second. Am I in the right place? Yeah, I'm in the right place. Let's have a quick look at the screen capture then. So here we are. This is the list of super chats. I'm going to shut my eyes now then, and I'm going to have a quick look. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to scroll the mouse and move the mouse around. Blimey, this is a bit like tapping your head and rubbing your tummy, actually. Right, I'm going to stop. Who am I on? James Hewitt. So James Hewitt put, "Hey Sam, Merry Christmas. I enjoy your videos. They make me smile. So have a nice Christmas." So thank you very much, James. If you're still here, I hope you are. Send me a private message on YouTube with the YouTube account that you sent the super chat in, and let me have your address, and I'll get this sent off for you tomorrow. So well done for winning that, and well done to everybody who, and thank you, I should say, to everybody who sent in the super chat. And if you like doing mini giveaways like this, I'll do one at the end of every stream series. So that will be good. Okay. Got some exciting news for you now. Well, it's exciting for me. I hope you'll find it exciting, because I'm going to reveal what next week's videos are. Now, all of them are filmed except one, and I've got a surprise video which I only found out about today, which might be coming on Wednesday, provided I can get it filmed and sorted out in time. So anyway, tomorrow I've got another Thomas and Friends engine to review. I'm not going to tell you who he is, but let's just say he's square. There we go, everybody knows. And then for Wednesday, oh no, we're going to talk about Monday's video. So Monday's video is going to be my visit on a real railway, and I did mention this a few weeks ago. So if you want to see some real railway footage, check that video out on Monday. And then Wednesday's video was going to be another slot car video, but the plan right now is to move that until Friday. So you'll see the slot car video on Friday. And on Wednesday, I've got a special exclusive review, which no one else will have reviewed yet. And I haven't got it yet, but it's coming soon. So if you want to see an exclusive review, provided I don't fall ill and, you know, won't be able to make it. If something goes wrong, I'll just have to put the slot cars video up there. But hopefully I'm going to be filming that on Monday or Tuesday, ready to go out on Wednesday. So if you want to see that, it should be exciting. I'm excited to see it for the first time, and hopefully you will be as well. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but hopefully you might be able to take a guess. So take a guess in the chat, and take a guess in the comments afterwards. And people are already guessing for my little hint. They're all saying, "Toby, how on earth did you guess that?" I didn't give you a big hint. Yes, I did. No excuses, says Luke Reed. Let's hope that it is a railway. That railway is VSM. What was VSM? I don't know. It's not VSM though. It's NVR. There we go. Had to think about that. I don't know why. Alexander Popolis says the Bluebell Railway. If only it was the Bluebell. The Bluebell's quite a long way away from me. Railway, way away. It's getting me tongue-tied. But that's one I'd love to visit because so many of the nicest steam engines are there, aren't they? Yes, I'd love to visit the Bluebell, but it isn't the Bluebell, unfortunately. Thomas Fan 2998 says Oliver, question. No, it's not Oliver, but I do now own a Bachmann Oliver. Isn't that exciting? And I'm going to review him after Christmas at some point, and he is lovely, he's fantastic, and I can see why people have been going crazy about him. Do you have any premium rolling stock, said Tom. No, not really. I tend to buy cheap and nasty. Oh, I do have some. I've got those Dapol Mega Boxes, they're quite premium. But I normally only buy cheap rolling stock, and I know I shouldn't. I know I should, really save up and get some decent stuff. But to be honest, I can't justify 40 quid for a coach without motor or lights, with just 4 or 8 wheels that doesn't do anything other than just roll. I know that they're detailed and I know that they're excellent and all that, but I'd rather spend the money on locomotives, and that's just me personally, and I don't know if anyone else understands that, but I know what I mean. Anyway, I think that's about it. That's the end of my live streaming series, which is sad. I will miss it, but I'm going to hopefully come back and do some more live streams in February. I'll do another series of 6 or 7 episodes or something like that, so I hope you've all enjoyed it. Of course, that isn't it from me. I've still got videos to come out, as I've talked about, and there's still quite a handful of videos to come, so you won't be without me if that's something that concerns you. I don't expect it will concern anybody, but I've got plenty more videos, and then I go for a bit of a break during the first couple of weeks in January, which actually gives me a chance to clean this room and get my engine serviced and get everything ready for the new year. So hopefully, fingers crossed, my special review will come out on Wednesday as planned, but I haven't done anything on that yet, so we'll have to see what happens. But from me, on the live streams, I'm going to wish you a Merry Christmas now. I will see you, and I will be wishing you a Merry Christmas during the recorded videos that go out, but of course it's a bit more special to say thank you live. So again, to everybody who sent super chats, thank you so much. You are all good friends. I consider you friends. I don't consider anybody to be a fan of me, because fans are what celebrities and singers and film stars are. I don't have fans, I have friends, and those are you guys. So I'll have a look at some closing thoughts here, see what everybody's saying. Why I don't get said, says the new train boy 55. Well, you got said there, so there you go. Goodbye, Merry Christmas, watch out for aliens and a blue box, says UFG 2036. I don't know what that means, but I will look out for it. And I think was it James who won this? Make sure you get in touch with me via YouTube. Go to my channel, press about, and click send private message. Let me have your address. I won't share it with anybody, don't worry, and I'll send that off for you, hopefully tomorrow, so you'll get it in plenty of time for Christmas. Deltic Dan 900 just sent £2, and he said Neen Valley Railway. Yes, that's right, that's where we're going on Monday. So thank you, Deltic Dan, that's very kind of you. We just got it in there. Can we see Bulman one more time, says Harry Todd Hunter. Here he is with his red nose. I can't bring him too close to the camera because he'll go out of focus. But he's been very, very excited for this whole couple of weeks. First, he was excited because he was going to appear in his special episode, and then he was excited because he had appeared in his special episode, and everybody sent him nice comments. So thank you to everybody for your nice comments, I should say, especially for the ugly tank engine. Everyone's saying you need to paint him up and make him look decent, but I wouldn't do that. He looks good to me. Anyway, that'll have to about do it then, folks. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for all your support, more importantly, and I hope you all have a very happy Christmas. And get some trains and play with them. That's, you've got time. If you go to school, you'll have a couple of weeks off, which is always so well deserved. So well done if you got through the first term, or the first semester, or whatever you call it, wherever you are. Get yourself rested and have a good Christmas, because it's a long slog again when January starts. So have a great time, everybody. Again, I don't know why I'm saying goodbye as if I'm never going to see you again, because I've got more videos coming. In fact, there's one tomorrow. Toby. So that's it. Thank you, everybody. MR Tog2 says bye-bye from the UK. Yes, bye-bye from the UK as well. And Paul Baxter says, say Christian. Why do you want me to say Christian? Is that somebody's name you wanted me to shout out? I don't know. Jolanda Tange says, I'm crying. That can't be true. Come on, don't cry. And I'll see you all very soon. So thanks everybody, and I'll see you very soon. Oh, I've got to find my ending video. Alright folks, see you very soon. Oh, and I forgot to update the ending video, so it's going to say, I'll see you again next week, but no, today was the last one. Alright, I can take this hat off now. Oh, it survived the whole time. That's good. Alright, see you soon everyone. Well, that is the end of today's stream, but if you would like to see some more of Sam's Trains live, don't forget to pop back next Friday at the same time, 5 PM UK time. And in the meantime, if you've got anything you'd like me to do during the next stream, or if you've got any topics you'd like me to discuss, please do let me have those before next week. But for now, thank you once again for your company, and I will see you all back here very, very soon.